Hi, this is Bob from Clamshell Creations. Today I'm going to show you some of the techniques and tools that we use to make the things we do. Um, we make custom handmade jewelry from mostly shells and abalone discs, things like that. Things we find on our local beaches, some things we buy and alter, some things are broken and we repair them. Uh, but our main thing is clamshell jewelry. And we take polished Quahog clamshells. Takes about 3 weeks to shine them, and once they're all polished up, we put different charms, sterling silver charms, and make pendants and earrings and things like that out of them. So today we're going to show you a little bit of the process and the tools we use. I like to use a cordless Dremel, and it has a tapered tip. It's actually an engraving tool. You can get them at just about any Home Depot or Lowe's. And like I said, they're made for engraving. They're tapered, so once you make a hole, then you can kind of ream it out and make it the size you need to. But they work really well, and you can do hundreds of pieces just with one bit. So, and I like the freedom of a cordless, no cords. I use the little parts. It's actually an automotive parts magnetic parts holder dish, because we drill everything in water. You don't want to breathe this stuff. It's bad for you, the dust from the shells. So, um, some people say it's not, it won't bother you. It's bad for you, trust me. So you want to do it in water. You don't want to breathe the dust. It doesn't make enough where you have to have a mask or anything like that. So, um, you know, I usually start them on the bench. I'll dip them in, start them to drill them on the bench to get my hole started, and then put them in the water and finish the hole out. So, with that said, that's pretty much basic stuff. I use a couple different types of pliers. I use one that's they're chain nose pliers, fine tip. I like these upswept ones because I can grab the jump rings the way I need to. I use sterling silver for everything I make, other than some of the charms. It's hard to find good charms, but all the hardware, the bales and the jump rings I use are sterling silver. Um, but you can do this with anything, if you're just wanting to make things at home, just for the fun of it. It doesn't have to be sterling silver. But anyway, so after we've got our shells polished up, um, the biggest thing is trying to match up the charms to the shell, proportionately and what looks good to you. You can put the same charms on different shells and you can get a totally different look, even though it's the same charm. So, and I've got a couple of those today. I'll show you that a couple Tree of Life charms and some octopus charms, and then I've got a big mermaid charm that I'm going to do. So matching them up to the shells takes the longest amount of time. Drilling the holes and all that, just takes a few minutes, and putting them together. So to get started, I've got my stuff laid out here, so I know what I want to do. We'll drill the holes and get started with that. So like I said, I dip them first, and I'll start my hole about where I want it. And then once I've got it started, I'll put it in the water. And you don't have to put a lot of pressure on them. You put too much pressure, you'll crush it. You don't want to do that. Just let the tool do the work, and just give it a couple of minutes, or less than a minute usually. But and right there, we went through it. Then I usually ream it out a little bit, dip it, just to get it the size I want for the rings I have. And that's pretty much it. We'll dry it off. You can see I've got a nice little hole there. And then I will take a jump ring that I think is suitable for the size. I use 16 gauge jump rings, and then they're twisted. I think it gives it a little prettier look, but we'll take our charm. This is the mermaid charm, if you can see it, but put that on there first, and on the shell, and then we'll take our bail. I use, again, like I said, sterling silver bails. I have them custom made for me because I make a lot of stuff and we sell a lot of stuff, so I like using the same pieces. And then we'll together, and just like that, we've got a nice little mermaid charm. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these. Anything that we make, we sell. So, you know, clamshellcreations.com is our website. We have a lot of stuff on there. We don't put tons of new stuff. I mean, we've got so much. It just it's hard to keep it updated. But there's plenty of stuff on there. And then we have a Facebook shop and our Facebook page, which is Clamshell Creations, and I post everything we make on there. And it's we have a shop on there as well. So and then most people comment from the pictures if they like something or want something, you know. And of course, we can custom make just about anything if it's nautical related, and we can find a charm or something like that. And we do sea glass, which I'll probably do in another video, show you how I drill the sea glass and put things together there. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do a couple of these Tree of Life charms, and you can see the difference on, you know, just how the different shell makes a difference. So again, we'll dip it, start it. Again, you don't want to put a lot of pressure because you can crush the shell. They're pretty durable, but you just want to let the tool do the work. And once you get through it, you can tell. Then we just ream it out a little bit to make it the size we want. And we'll dip it to keep it cool and to keep the dust down. And once I got it where I want it, set that to the side, and I'm going to do the other one. Some take longer than others. Just depends on the thickness. But like I said, with these bits, you can do hundreds of shells. I've done hundreds and hundreds of shells with just one bit. So they last a long time. Like I said, they're about $10. They work really well for what I do. So, you know, it's not a big investment. Then we'll just dry them off. Wipe up the excess water there. I'm going to get my little dish out of the way. Then we'll put these together just so you can see. I make so much stuff, I've got different varieties of jump rings and different sizes, you know, so I can kind of match it up adequately to each piece. But you know, if it's something you get into doing a lot of, then, you know, it's worth investing in a variety of different items. But, you know, just for fun, you can kind of, you know, do it however you like. Use whatever kind of rings you like. But just like that. Got a nice little tree of life pendant, and I'll show you the other one just to show you how different they can be. Put our bail on. I use split rings or cut rings, you know, but with the 16 gauge ones, they tend to hold up pretty good, so they don't come apart. That's why I like a little thicker gauge. But as you can see, this is the other one. Now I'll show you both of them side by side and how different they can be just by stop it from wiggling there. You know, same charm, same bales, different shells, but they look totally different. And that's kind of what you want. You know, with the shells, that's the nice thing is everything's a one of a kind because the shells are unique on their own. And especially when they're polished, they're almost like glass for us. You know, really brings out the beauty. And again, this is our little larger mermaid charm. And you know, we sell our pendants. Most of them are 20 bucks. You know, they're not real expensive. They can be time consuming to make because we polish the shells and it takes a long time to do that. It takes 3 weeks to shine them, 3 different stages. But they come out looking like glass, basically. They're nice and shiny, you know, and unique. So that's pretty much it. You know, I've got a couple more to do with the octopus, but maybe I'll save those for a different video. I just wanted to give you an idea of how we do things, and you know, I'll have more videos in the future with abalone shells and some of the abalone discs that we use, and the different styles of stuff, and we make a lot of earrings as well. So, you know, if you like what you see and you want to learn a little bit more from what we do, you know, subscribe. I'll be making future videos. www.clamshellcreations.com. That's our website. We have stuff on there for sale. Follow us on Facebook. I post everything I make on Facebook. And, you know, you can get a better picture of what it is. And we have a shop on there as well where you can buy things. And if you want something specific, you know, you let us know and we'll try to put something together for you. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully it helps you out if you have a little project going on your own. Thanks.